just how I do it, and this is what I did 2 years ago. Just totally forgot about this video and thought I'd share it with you guys. So comment, let me know what you guys do and anything else you want to see me do. So thank you. Okay. First we need to get all the skin off of the head before we boil it. And then looks like now, for the most part. Most of the time this will come off, but it's almost there. It'll come off after I do the first round of boiling. And basically what you want to do in this, you just saw, is just to get all the meat off as much as you can before putting it in the pot. Just all the big stuff and all the skin, mostly the fur, but you can see here on the cuticles, I got cleaned up most of it. You just don't want any, I guess, fur like that. You can just, where is it? Take a flathead screwdriver and kind of just work that off, kind of like that. Or just a knife, just kind of whittle away at it. But next you'll just need a pot, a propane tank or a propane stove or whatever stove you want, and you want to heat your water up to a simmer, not necessarily boil, or else you just don't want the skull to get too hot. So I'm gonna use this is an all-purpose seal. You can use Saran wrap, is most common what I've seen be used. So we're just gonna wrap the bases of the antlers, just so we protect them from not losing any of their color. So get a closer look. Just wrapping the edge of those cuticles, just so we don't lose any color. Ooh. All right, so the water's simmering now, so we're gonna put the head in there. But before we do that, I'm just gonna add some of this Dawn dish soap. It's just gonna help to break down some more of the grease, the fat, and the meat that's still on the skull, and just help it separate from the bone easier. So you don't need much, just a little bit. Just make sure to mix it around a little bit. Put her in. We'll let her sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. So just until you start seeing stuff kind of come off. What she looks like after the first power clean. So you can start to see the skull. So we're just gonna throw it back in there and hit it another time with the power washer. Alright. Just trying to get a time lapse in, but it's too dark for that. But this is kind of what it looks like after the second go around with power washing. Still got to take this navel tissue. I'm going to get a pliers, and then you just pull it right on out. And then other than that, you just got all this, maybe a little bit of meat and stuff that you can pick and pull, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Navel cavity, just because I had not taken out when it was a big chunk. But what I did, like, there's still a little bit here that I pick off, but I just put the pressure washer. You don't want to get it too close, just to shove all the navel cavity, and just most of me, like, that still needs some work, but it just punched it all back here, and you can just grab it and just pull it all out, and it should be in one big chunk. For the most part, I'll probably hit it again with the pressure washer, but yeah, looking pretty good. All right, so I got most of them, and there's still stuff in the nasal cavity, like a little bit if you look in there. But what I'm just gonna do now, before I let it soak in dish soap all night, is just blast. See all these holes here, here, just all these funky holes that are throughout here, especially here, just to get the rest of that nasal cavity out. But you'll see all these just little holes. Just make sure, just hit those to get all the nerve and just tissue and even just cartilage that's in there. But yeah, come along good. All right, so I spent about, I'm power washer, and then I spent about another 15 minutes kind of just with a knife, pliers, and my flathead screwdriver, just kind of picking away at this last little chunks that can be pretty annoying, but I'd say it turned out pretty good. So all I'm gonna do now is we're gonna soak it in water, cold water, not heated water, with dish soap all night. Just let it sit there so it can dissolve the grease that's still on the skull, and even all these little pieces you'll see come off. And then yeah, sweet. All right, so now we're just gonna leave it sitting here soaking in this soapy Dawn water all night. All right, so this is what it looks like after 18 hours soaking in the Dawn dish soap. We're just gonna hit it with the power washer, and I think all we got left before we whiten it is to take out the brain. There's still a little brain chunk in there, and I'll show you how to get that off. But other than that, she's looking good.
I forgot to show you how to take out the brain, but all you're gonna do is take some long nose pliers and try and pull it out, or if that doesn't work, get a metal hanger and bend into like a hook and just kind of wiggle around out there. And I've also seen people use an air compressor, so just some ways that you can kind of get it out.
All right, so we have let her dry for about a couple days now, and it looks pretty white, but we just want to get it a little more white to the perfect. So what I got is this Salon Care40. You find it at your local beauty store, but usually they sell in the 32-ounce bottles, but they only had 16 when I went. But you're just gonna want this and then a container, and we're gonna pour it into the container and then put the skull in. The other thing is, you don't want to get any of this on your clothes or the antlers, because it'll turn them white. You don't want that. So just pour it in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the head in here, and then we're just kind of brush the peroxide stuff all around the skull. Oh, see, don't want to do that there. Got a little, I don't think I got any. What we'll do is just get the brush and then kind of just brush on all these little spots, and just don't get it on the antlers. Alright, so now you're just going to let her dry out in the sun for like 30-ish minutes till it's dry. Alright, so it's been 30-ish minutes, but that's what she looks like. It's looking good. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I can answer them, but there are many videos out on YouTube about how to do this. The one I really kind of took or watched before doing this was the one that Seek One made. That's where I did this part. I usually do it different. I actually will pour the Salon Care40 into boiling water and let this soak in the boiling water for 20 minutes, but it's kind of, you can do it however you want, as long as you like it. So you keep doing this again until you like it, but that's it. Looks good. Bomboclat. This is him 2 years later. Still looking great up on the wall. But turned out well. But I plan on doing another European mount here. Just gotta get a buck here. Got some plans. So if I get another buck, I'll update, post a new video here soon. But just thought I'd upload this video. A lot of you guys, I know a lot of people might want to know how to do European mount. This is just how I do it, and this is what I did.